Hey guys, in today's video I'm heading back out to that big remodel job. I got a couple issues there, of course. It's just what happens to me on big remodel projects that I don't have time to cover all my bases on. But anyway, I got to replace the humidifiers on them. They're not big enough for the space, which isn't a big deal. It's just something I got to do. Not holding anything up. And then this afternoon I went to a sales call. Looks like she wants to get a 5-zone ductless, or it might just turn into a 1-zone ductless, depending on her budget. So anyway, I got some good shots for you today on the projects, and enjoy the video.
Good morning, guys. Seton HVAC here. It is Friday, November 8th, 2024. Happy Friday to everybody out there. Back in the saddle, kind of. So we got back on Tuesday. My plan was to take Wednesday off and be back at it yesterday. Well, at some point during the day Wednesday, I started feeling a little under the weather, and around bedtime I went ahead and checked my temperature. I was almost 103 degree fever. I was sweating pretty bad. Yesterday the fever came down a little bit, but I was feeling real achy. It's still maintaining over 100 degree fever. So I didn't do anything. I just kind of was laid up yesterday. I still feel like I'm probably about 40 or 50% right now. But I got to get this. Sorry about that. I got to get this other side system going for me. Got to get the humidity up, get that humidifier going for the other side. Excuse me, and get him going. So that's what we're going to do today, and hopefully I don't keel over. I'm doing my best. Yeah, the trip was fun, but man, took a lot out of me. You know, when you're in an environment like that where you're touching a lot of different things in a town like Las Vegas, a town like Reno, you know, it's very easy to get sick. You know, a very germ infested environment. So that's what happened. I'm hoping that my daughter and my wife don't get sick. But you know, you never know. Germs are germs, especially with kids. So I'm gonna power through today, try to get you some shots out there, and carry on. All right, guys, we're back up here in this mangled mess of an attic. I'm gonna finish up my wiring, get these guys wired in, fix that elbow. I'll probably just put another elbow on him there. I got flex coming. Like I said, with these I'm just gonna do an uninsulated flex across to tie into my supply so he can remove it when he does maintenance. I can't think of anything else to do there. I'm probably going to have to get larger humidifiers. I got the smaller ones, which was a mistake on my part. A larger bypass that's putting out more gallons per day. And go from there. Because I'm under the weather, so kind of... I'm here though. I'm sure I got a little bit of a fever still. Just feel achy. Let's get to work. All right, guys, got this elbow all fixed here. If you remember from last week, the guys that did the insulation broke it, so I got that replaced. Got my damper reattached. I got my dampers wired up. I got my transformer temporarily wired up. I can't get the transformer to mount on there and get that screw tightened on there, so we'll have to figure something out with that. But I want to get this going for him today. Got my water line here, sorted wrenches. I couldn't remember what size it was. So I'm gonna get my water line put in, and then I'll fire up the equipment. Then all there's left to do is tie these ducts in. I got my pieces cut for that. Get those on there, and we'll go from there. So let's do it. See that, guys? I forgot I stole from Peter to pay Paul. I gotta go get a cut 1/4-inch nut and ferrule. Looks like another Home Depot trip. Alright, yeah, I stole this off of this one. I forgot to go, so I can hook up that other humidifier
last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. Okay, let's go get that. Ugh. All right, guys, I'm back. I got the nut and ferrule on there. I got my line all connected. A little cattywampus right now. I'll clean it all up once I'm done, and this gets all buttoned up. Just trying to get this going for him today. I'll be back Monday to do some more stuff too. I'm working all weekend since I was gone, so I'm gonna wait till I feel 100%. Hopefully tomorrow I do. But I want to stress on these compression fittings like this. I have the nut and the ferrule. Don't over tighten them, okay? Just give it a nice little cinch. Don't act like you gotta kill it, otherwise you will crack that little ferrule that's in there. So just a little tip there. We're gonna get started on this ductwork now. I got a plan for it. Let's get working on it. Okay, guys, I got the first piece screwed on there. I'm gonna lose a little bit because I couldn't get that size of duct to go on here and fit. So I know a lot of you are going to say, hey Josh, why don't you just do a transition out so you can get the full dimension of this duct? Well, here's the problem. I don't have the height for it. So it is what it is. And if you look at, I don't know if you can see that or not, but if you look at my opening, see if I can shine a light in there. Use my drill. If you look at the opening in my duct here versus the opening in the air handler, it's much larger still. So we're okay. It's not going to matter. I'm going to go ahead and get this sealed on the inside. And then I'll get my other piece put in there. I'll cut my holes, get my collars on there. Alright, everything's all pookied up. Very good. Let's go get the other piece and put her on there. And then I'll just have to make a little piece of scrap metal to go in the front here. And then I'll pookie that up real good. Actually, I'll probably tape it for now so I don't get it all over me when I'm trying to connect my flexes. There we are. Let's keep going. Alright guys, I got it all sealed. I got the front and the sides taped best I could. I'm going to make this little plate to go here. Then I can cut my collars in. I could have gone a tiny bit higher, but then with my collar and trying to get the flex on there, I'd have been fighting the lid here. So it is what it is. It'll be fine. Yeah, once I cut my holes for my collars, I'm going to reach in there with my pookie brush and I'll seal all this real good like I did the bottom parts here, and it'll be 100% sealed. Cut these collars in. Probably won't pookie them today because I just want to get the flex connected to them. I don't want to get it all over me. But then I'll come back. I still got to put my discharge air sensor in and stuff, but I'll get the collars on dried on there. I'll seal them later. No biggie. Okay guys, got my little plate made here. 3 sides go down into the S's, and then my to go up against the duct there. I'm gonna go in just like that. Get it all taped off, and then I got my screwdriver and hammer punched through there. I can draw those holes out and cut them out. All right, got the plate in, screwed in. Went ahead and taped the part that I won't be able to get to once I have these collars in place, and I can always come back and pookie this after. You know, everything's sealed from there behind. All my duct is sealed now, so it's gonna work great. Let's get these collars in. Okay, guys, got my holes cut. A little jagged because I didn't bring my greens up here. I just fought it with my reds down here where I was tight, but it'll be fine. I'm actually gonna goop these up. I think my collars will be long enough where I won't be hitting it. Make it the last thing I do before I get out of here today. But we're all gooped inside there, all nice and sealed. I like it. She's gonna flow good. I'm gonna get these on. I'm gonna go cut my pieces of flex for these. Turn the system on to emergency heat. Actually, before I put the flex on, I want to make sure that my humidifier is clicking over, and then we'll get this flex on. So let's continue on. Just show you guys how I'm doing this. So my little notching tool here, it just takes a little triangle out of it and just go, about every inch or so on your tabs, all the way around. It'll look like that. And then what I'll do is I'll bend. I'll bend 4 opposite tabs out, bend the rest of them on the inside, and then it gives me a place to screw on 4 corners. So that's how I do it if I'm making a collar. Like I said, I couldn't use ATTOs or anything because I got to oval these quite a bit. So let's keep going. All right, guys, collars are on, all sealed. Before I connect my flex, I really should crimp those too, but I think I can get the flex on there without. It's going to be temporary anyway, because I still got more stuff I got to do back in here to finalize everything. Don't need to get my discharge air temperature sensor on there yet either. I'll get that on. That'll be a good test to see how my temperatures are doing anyway, if it kicks off or not. They're doing okay for now. His hardwood floors are going to be in a couple of weeks anyway, so I'm going to have to put in a larger humidifier. I put in too small, so I'm going to swap that out with one of the 19 gallon per day ones, and that'll help. And so with both of them going, we should be fine. We're just a little bit low on humidity for the flooring person's likings. So let's go ahead and I'll reconnect this. I just took the common off, the neutral off of my panel transformer, so it wasn't running. I'm going to reattach it, and then I'm going to go fire up the zones and make sure that the humidifier's kicking on, so at least it's working while I'm gone this weekend. Hey guys, as you can hear, as the wind blows, we have both zones on emergency heat. I'm just waiting for, there's quite a delay on that thermostat for the humidifier terminal to energize. So I'm just going to wait for that to happen, and we will see what happens. Alright guys, there you have it. Just some temp flex. It's a, sorry about the noise in the background. That's just a temp job, but when I do it complete, you should be able to have a pathway down to do service, which is nice. Got the panel off stuff. I still got other little things to do back in there. I got a sales call this afternoon on a big ductless system I'm going to head to right now. So I'm going to head to that. If you can hear me, I'm going to head to that call, and that'll be it for today. 2 o'clock right now, so by the time I got that sales call, it's going to be late in the afternoon. I will see you then. Alright guys, heading out of there. Like I said, I got his heat going upstairs, and humidifier was kicking on. Even though I got to swipe them out, darn it, that's just not keeping up. And you know, it's kind of hard to size those humidifiers. You size them by cubic foot, and sometimes they just don't do the job. Now, shoot, my phone fell, sorry. So, you know, they've had windows and doors open periodically. But I mean, like even over the weekend when everything was shut down and nobody was there, he said it wasn't raising it that much. So I'll get it fixed up for him. I'll get him a higher gallon per day humidifier that'll raise the humidity faster for him and maintain the humidity better for him. So I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna go get something to eat and then head off to this sales call and call it a day. I'll see you guys. If I don't have anything for you on the sales call, I'll see you tomorrow.